All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekahak Radash. Double honors to the elder apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well for teaching the word in truth and sincerity. Salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. To you I say shalom. This is an article about the mobile ID, which is a digital ID and is being pushed here in Babylon. It's been implemented in other countries, UK, your so-called Middle East. It's been pushed in Australia, and it's been pushed in China. Sweden already have an MOTB system set up where, they're chipping their employees and things of that nature so they can get access to the building and quote unquote the guise of convenience. But this Google AI overview on mobile ID, the mID, a secure digital version of a physical driver's license or ID card. The following U.S. states have adopted or are in the process of implementing the mID program: Arizona, Colorado, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Utah, and Virginia. The implementation status. Can vary by state. Many states are participating in the process of eventually having mID recognized nationally and internationally, often through American Association of Motor Vehicle Administrator, the AAMVA. You can often find the current status and acceptance details on a Pacific State's Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, official website. Let's take a deeper look into that, because Virginia just set it up where you use your passport to get your mobile ID, and it's going to be on your phone, and you'll be able to just scan your phone, and it'll verify who you are. Man, that's just the beginning stages, man. That's just the beginning of their digital push, which will eventually lead to the MOTB. States with active digital ID programs. These are the states that I read off. California is a pilot program at the moment. They got a few more states, man. So it's pretty much every state, man, is gonna have this. As of late 2024 and early 2025, several U.S. states have adopted or are in the process of implementing mobile driver's licenses, mID, or digital IDs. States with active digital ID programs. The following states and one territory have active publicly available mID programs, many of which are accepted at select TSA checkpoints and by local law enforcement / businesses. Arizona, California is a pilot program. Colorado, Delaware, Georgia, Hawaii, Iowa, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Mexico, New York, Ohio, Utah, Virginia, West Virginia, Puerto Rico. These digital IDs are typically accessed via a state specific app or integrated into platforms like Apple Wallet and Google Wallet. States in progress or with upcoming plans, several other states are in various stages of exploration, legislation, and pilot programs. Arkansas, Connecticut, Illinois, as early as January 1st, 2025, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Minnesota, Montana, North Carolina, starting early 2025, North Dakota, plans for 2025, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Texas, Vermont, Washington, and Wyoming. Important considerations. Acceptance varies. While many states have active mID programs, acceptance by private entities, businesses, bars can vary. Some states like Colorado, Iowa, and Utah have established formal partnerships to encourage local acceptance. TSA acceptance. The Transportation Security Administration, TSA, accepts mIDs for a specific list of approved states at participating airports nationwide. Travelers can use the TSA's list of accepted MDLS, which is mobile driver's licenses, to confirm where their digital ID can be used. Physical ID recommended. The TSA and state DMVs will strongly encourage carrying your physical driver's license or photo ID, as the digital version may not be universally accepted in all situations.
Google Workspace with Gemini offers AI that's tailored to your work, so you can safely reference your documents and emails to create personalized content, generate ideas, and find insights across Gmail, Drive, and more. That's Google Workspace with Gemini.
When you donate to support those who served, do you ever ask?
Pretty much what you witnessed was the use of that digital ID / mobile ID, where businesses can scan your ID via your phone. If you get stopped by law enforcement, they can scan your ID via your phone. All this is a guise. It's a gradualism, getting you slowly used to no longer carrying your ID physically. Now it'll be embedded in your phone through an app, and you'll present yourself through that. You know what I'm saying? Your identification through that manner, through that medium, and it's all coming down the pipeline, man. 2026 is gonna be an interesting year. It's the 250th year of this wicked ass place known as Babylon the Great, and you're gonna have a lot of different things being pushed down or pushed out in next year. Mainly, it's looking like it's gonna be that mobile ID. A friendlier version of digital ID, if you could say, just in terms of how it's received. When you say a mobile ID, people are less leery. Oh, it's a digital ID. It's not going to, you know what I'm saying? They dressed it up. They dressed that monkey up. You know what I'm saying? They put a skirt on the monkey. They put a skirt on the pig and then some lipstick. So, you know what I mean? It just looks different. But it's the same thing. It's a digital ID. I'll go back to the top. Virginia launches mobile ID app when driver's license The driver's license must be shown beginning on November 12th. You no longer have to fumble with your wallet to pull out identification, to board a plane, to buy booze, or even if you get pulled over by a Virginia state trooper. State Department of Motor Vehicles have launched Virginia Mobile ID, a free app that securely stores all of your personal identification, just like a physical driver's license. Just like a physical driver's license does. This app produces a QR code that can be scanned at airports, DMVs, alcoholic beverage control stores, and by state troopers or local law enforcement. And it's all bullshit because I was using my driver's license on my phone for the longest. You know, I had took I took a photo of it and I put it in what's that silly ass app? It's a Google app. It's like Google Docs. And I put it in there. Whenever I needed to produce my ID, I just went to Google Docs and showed my ID. You didn't need no QR code and all that other nonsense. You know what I mean? And if you have things that prevent security gaps in your phone, you know what I'm saying? Like you get a VPN and you have spyware software and all that other stuff. I wasn't worried about nobody hacking into my phone and take my damn ID. You know what I'm saying? So the only way that would I wouldn't say be possible, but the more likelihood of it being taken is if Google had a damn breach. So you know, this is all a guise to control the people, to get you to seduce you, get you comfortable, get you acclimated, get you in compliance, and then they're just gonna roll it out. You know what I mean? They're gonna roll out their full digital system, and everything is coming down the pipeline. It's gonna be everything is gonna be tokenized pretty soon. That's their whole thing, is to put everything on the blockchain and pretty much have everything out here tokenized. At one point, I'm not sure where they at with that. I might go look that up. They wanted to have everything virtual. You know what I mean? Everything. So like you wouldn't physically go to work anymore. You'll be virtually working. So like if your job, you know, commanded that type of, you know, that type of situation where, like say most office workers, you wouldn't have been, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to alleviate you from going home. And they would have you in the metaverse, and you will be doing everything as an avatar. Your shopping, your grocery shopping, your clothes shopping, interactions with people and things of that nature. You'll have them all pretty much in that metaverse as an avatar walking around digitally. I've known people that's been doing that for years, especially them young ones, like the younger folk. There's one kid I knew, he did everything digitally, everything. He barely went to a store unless he wanted like a soda or something. He wouldn't go to a store, but he did all his shopping and he paid all his bills via the internet. He had a whole avatar set up where he was living in a virtual world. You know, he had a little girlfriend out in Vegas. Never met her, physically never met her, but they lounge around on the digital beach, and they talk to each other. And like, this is a messed up situation. This is a messed up world. Babylon is really the land of confusion, and it's about to get more and more bugged out and wicked. Like there's this one woman out in Asia who just married her digital avatar. Like no, not, like an AI person, like an AI dude. She went and married it. She married an AI character. You know, maybe like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, some kid, he killed himself because his AI girlfriend dumped him. Yeah, how the fuck you get dumped by an AI girlfriend? And he was a young kid too, but he messed around and killed himself behind that. So this thing is about to get real interesting, real wicked, and times are not gonna get any better. we're moving further into this digital system, this technocracy, this technological age, where they want to merge you with machine and pretty much make you a cyborg, talking about improving you. So you can believe you can believe in their witchcraft if you want to. This is Habakkuk 1:7. They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity have preceded themselves. I'm going to read that in NLT, Habakkuk 1:7. They are notorious for their cruelty and do whatever they like. This is what you're witnessing here in Babylon the Great, the land of confusion. With them implementing their mID, mobile ID. There's nothing more than another form of digital ID. They dressed the pig up, put a skirt on him, and put lipstick on him. You know what I'm saying? And called him a beautiful pig. That's all it is. It's a digital system that they know that the people would accept more than just outright saying that we're going to do the digital ID. A mobile ID, or people are already used to their phones, so you just put the ID on their phones, gradually bring them into this digital era as far as having a digital identification. That's preliminaries to the MOTB. Implement that, then they give you another pandemic of some sort, whether it's cyber related, pestilence related, disease related, healthcare related. So they're really moving forward with a digital system, and you're going to see a whole lot more in 2026. The main thing they want to push is right now with the digital ID, but at the same time they're getting prepared to move everything towards that blockchain, where they're going to digital tokenize all assets. So your mortgage, everything, your lease, how you get paid, everything is going to be digital, and you're going to have some pushback. So that's why they started off with this mobile ID thing. So it minimizes that pushback. Because since everybody's so used to having their phone in their hand and manipulating their phone in such a manner, a lot of people like to use their digital bank card. To me, that shit is nonsensical. It's nonsense, because I'll always have my debit card out before this person actually load up his silly little mobile card, and I'm usually standing there waiting for this clown to do what they need to do, so they can digitally pay with their phone. So it's gradualism, getting you prepared, getting you warmed up to a bigger, quote unquote, better system, which ultimately going to lead to the MOTB. And people are gonna go for it, man. A lot of people gonna go for it, because they're doing it in such a manner where you're used to the instruments that they're manipulating. So they're gonna manipulate your phone to have your digital ID, so you can scan it at bars, restaurants. Whenever you need to show your ID, they'll scan it. Like if you get stopped by the troopers, state troopers, or any type of law enforcement, police, all you gotta do is just show your phone, and they'll scan it. And they'll tell them if you got warrants and things of that nature. But it's all in the guise to set forth this digital system, move forward with their technocracy, this fourth industrial revolution. which is you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a war between tech and humans, man. They're going to try to turn you into a cyborg, you know, make you one with make you one with machine. And a lot of people buy it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people buy it. Like this one cat, he was a paraplegic. He let them put that Neuralink in his dome, and now he can manipulate his computer. He can manipulate digital systems without actually moving. All you gotta do is think about it, and then he really don't even have to think about it because it's plugged into his you know what I'm saying, his nervous system and his neurons and things of that nature in his brain, and before he can actually fully think about it, is performing that act. So he's playing chess, and by the time he's ready to move, that thing is like the pieces are already moving because he's one with the machine. So the machine knows how he want to think, and they're just moving forward with this wicked agenda of pretty much MOTB and everybody, C-hipping everybody. This is Job 21:27. Behold, I know your thoughts and the devices which ye wrongfully imagine against me. They all going against the Most High. They want to portray themselves as the Most High, so they're going to do everything in their power to be the Most High in the eyes of the people. Those great wonders that's going to be performed here on the planet, you're watching it now through their technocracy, through their advancement in technology. And people who are ailing, people who've been blind, people who've been crippled, maimed in some form or fashion, technology is what's giving them, quote unquote, a second chance at life. You know, there's people out here who believe in that, who believe in a system. You know, so you're just about to see all these. You're about to see all these things getting pushed down the pipeline as we move closer and closer into that digital age, into that digital implementation of everything, the tokenization of everything. This is Psalms 10:2. The wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Verse 3. For the wicked boasteth in his heart's desire and blameth the covetous, and blesseth the covetous whom Yahweh abhorred. I'll read that again. Psalms 10, verse 2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Verse 3. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire and blesseth the covetous whom Yahweh abhorred. Verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, would not seek after power. Power is not in all his thoughts. His ways, verse 5, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above and out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth them up. He puffeth at them. That's the wicked in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? They're going to use this thing to X out certain members out of society. You know? Either you take it or you don't. If you don't take it, you're going to get X'd out and you will become, you could have $1 million in your account, but you don't take what they're offering, that digital system. You don't take it, you're going to be X'd out. So you're going to be taken in the devices of their imagination. And they boast about these things. You know, they're proud of their technology and how they're quote unquote helping people. That's the guise, that's the farce, that's the folly of Esau, Edom, and all these other nations that partake in these type of technologies to control the people. They don't believe in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. They don't believe in the Most High. They believe in the almighty dollar. That's what the wicked, that's what the heathens believe in. Idols upon idols. And they worship money, gold, silver, all sorts of things. And Yahweh hates it, B. He wants his name to be exalted throughout the world. This is verse 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after power. Power is not in all their thoughts, in all his thoughts. The Lord wanted to be the first, the last, and the only. He wants to be on the top of your mind, day in and day out. He's the creator. So he wants you to think about him consistently, constantly, all day, every day. So the wicked don't think about the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They took away the name to worship all these other different idols and deities and different gods and everything under the sun they worship. But they don't worship the Creator. So this is why they're going into captivity. This is why he hates them. This is why he didn't want us dealing with them in that fashion, you know. He didn't want us messing with their women and things of that nature. He didn't want us diving into their culture because it was going to take us away from him, worshiping him, praising his name, exalting his name, making his name magnified across the planet, across the universe. Verse 5, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above, or thy judgments are far above, out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. And he's mad at them, B. He mad at our people too, because we fall into those traps. And this is in this digital system leading into the MOTB is just another snare, it's just another trap, is another stumbling block. But it's the ultimate stumbling block. Because once they implement that digital system and they start moving faster, you know what I'm saying, and closer to that MOTB, 2/3 of our people are going to be wiped out because of it. He going to destroy Babylon. He going to tear up the homeland, Israel. He going to tear it up because he's tired of it, B. He's tired of our nonsense. He's tired of our nonsense, and he's tired of the heathens. But it's a beautifully written story, you know, a story of redemption, and we got to go through these things in order to be redeemed. So we gotta see the MOTB. We gotta see all these prophecies play out leading up into the MOTB, World War III. You know, so these things gotta play out. And he's like, your thoughts are not his thoughts, your ways are not his ways. But you can almost see, like you can see the build up. You know what I mean? It's a build up just to come down and just tear this place the fuck up. And our job is to keep praising the Lord, keep exalting the name, making the name manifest, exalting the name of Yahweh and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, keeping the faith, keeping our faith strong, not wavering in the faith, not doing what these other clowns are doing. They out here making money off the word, doing everything under the sun to try to, keep time going. You know what I mean? If you don't want to see this place destroyed, taken out of here, then you know what I'm saying, like, you the problem. I want to be brought to glory, dude. I want to see the kingdom. I want to live in righteousness. I want to be on top. It seems like some of our people just want to be at the bottom. They love being at the bottom. They don't want to be on top. They don't want to administer a righteous rulership amongst the people. They want to continue to live in these heathen ass ways. But the Lord put the spirit, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah put the spirit on these heathens to keep this thing going, push it forward. You see time speeding up, so things is definitely popping off. And in the new year, things is going. You can see that it's just going to keep rapidly progressing faster. But these things got to happen, and I'm glad they're happening. I'm ready to get up out of here. So as you see, Virginia is moving forward with their mID, that's the mobile ID, just another form of digital identification. Apple is moving forward with their digital ID. It says, you got to have a passport in order to do it, and soon follow is Google. So you can look these things up right there on the internet. But everything is coming to pass, and is moving fast. It's moving rapidly. All leading to the MOTB. Once they put their little digital thing, they get their digital system in place, which is, the infrastructure is already there, because they're going to do it through the blockchain. So everything is put in order. Everything is set in order. It's just about, getting the people to abide in it, to move forward with it without any real hiccup. But you're going to have some pushback. A lot of people ain't with it. But they, the majority of people going to do it. And then they're going to come with some, makeshift planned, some type of attack, whether it be cyber, healthcare, money-wise. They're going to create some type of chaos where they're going to want to push the digital system even harder on the people. And once you get this digital ID thing solidified, that's when you're going to see some type of attack, some sort of pandemic. And then they're going to usher in the MOTB. Now time frame in that, don't know, but it's definitely coming down the pipeline. So I hope this was edifying. Abaratazah, I hope this was edifying. Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekahak Radash, Abad Babal.